platform presents Breakthrough Strategic Decision Training Webinar. Okay. These are simple no-cost strategies that immediately increase sales and profits. And my name is Adetitu Joshi, and I was an IT professional banker, accountant, and business consultant for many years. I'm currently a strategic business advisor and a consultant in health solutions for the Wired Life. In addition, I'm an independent insurance agent in all areas of health, life, property, and casualty. And I have watched the economic hardship that has taken a heavy toll on businesses, especially small businesses worldwide, as the medium of business transactions and negotiation has gone online. Okay, if there's anyone, just to, oh, this is what we should have done earlier on. If you would like to introduce yourself, 2 minutes, you can unmute yourself, give us your name and your country where you're calling from if you want to. Please don't be shy. Don't be shy, just tell us who you are, just 2 minutes. Anyone? Anyone wants to tell us? Nobody wants to talk. Okay.
My name is Akin Kola Akilade. I'm calling from Nigeria, and I trade under the name Nigerian Transport Hub, dealing with providing information on intermodal transport service to Nigeria.
Okay. Anybody else? Next person.
Akin Akitola from Epsom in the UK. A business consultant by design, accountant by training.
Okay. We're nice happy that we're happy you were able to join us because there was a mix-up in the timing. Thank you. Anybody else? Anyone else wants to tell us who they are? Okay. Since nobody else wants to tell us, let's go on. So that was just to get us, to wake us up, you know. So health affects success. If you are a part of the Wired Life Solutions Health Program, today is a build up on that. Now we've embarked on the journey of getting your health in shape. We can begin the journey of making your business healthy. Seems as if somebody is having a problem. Let's see what's going on. I'm not able to see what is going on with someone. The system is telling me it's someone. Oh, okay, that's okay. Now it's been corrected. Okay, we're going to look at 8 areas: how to make advertising work for your small business, how to build your business fast using joint ventures, how to upsell and cross-sell and make big profits, how to expand your products and increase customer revenue, how to downsell your way to wealth, how to create a revenue-producing drip campaign, how to stop discounting madness by offering additional value through bundling, how to cut costs and unnecessary expenses. And we're going to use the 5-step formula, 5-step profit formula. That's what we're going to do. We're going to be talking about more leads, more conversions, more transactions, higher prices, more profit. And you're going to learn why we're doing that very soon. Okay, this is, we have what we call a profit acceleration software, which is what we use to go through all this. So let me quickly show us the profit acceleration software, because I promised everyone that I would, whoever wants, because of the technical issue we had the last time, you'd be able to get a free assessment, you know. Because normally what happens is we have the, okay, so where's my profit acceleration? Okay, so this is the profit acceleration software. Okay, you see it has a summary which tells us the, you know, monetized effect of all the different strategies. So we'll ask you, there are questionnaires that help us to put everything in the system. You know, financials, you have valuation, you have the introduction, you know, will help you to come up with a market dominating position by going through the questionnaire. We'll, you know, help you with your leads, alliances, joint venture, all the various things that you're going to be talking about, drip campaign and all. And then it will now monetize it for us and show us the effect of each strategy, so we can do something that is, you know, personalized to your business. Okay, so let's go on. Okay, are you familiar with the 80-20 rule? I talked about that the last time. That means 20% of what you do daily brings you 80% of your annual revenue. And I can tell you what makes up the 20% and take out the stress of trying to figure it out. Just like we said, we looked at that um, five-step profit system: leads, conversions, transactions, pricing, and profits. And you must be perceived as providing value without price consideration. It is value that compels most people. Okay. Let me give you a quick example. I am an insurance broker. And as somebody who handles Medicare, I look for the best, the carrier that is going to give me the best value based on my consumers' needs. So, and that is the first consideration before I begin to check out the price. The value must match what my company, what my consumer needs. Okay. So here's a key to successful marketing. You must be able to enter the conversation taking place in the head of your prospects. Another way to look at it is to be able to address the number one question on your prospect mind at just the right time. The conversation that's taking place in every prospect's mind revolves around two major points. There's a problem they have and they don't want, and there's a result they want but don't have. So you must have a compelling message that's going to marry those two. You must make your business unique in terms of value. There could be many unique players. For example, in social media, you have Facebook, Reddit, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube. All are unique and all are profitable with overlapping members. Yet each is unique because each has a compelling message. Okay, so what we have done is that we have an equation that marries those two things and comes up with a compelling message that practically forces your prospects to look at what you're doing. It's interrupt, engage, educate, and offer. So you want to interrupt that conversation going on in their heads. You want to engage them. You want to educate them and give them an offer. Okay, the interrupt is your headline. It's the first thing that people see when they get to your website, look at any of your marketing materials, or when they ask you what you do. And that must be framed in a way that addresses the problem that your prospects have or don't want. And the engage is your sub-headline. The next thing they see, it must provide that solution, that they want but don't have. The educate is the information you provide, because what people are looking for is information, either verbally or in writing, that presents evidence to your prospects that you and your product or service are superior in every way to your competition. The value proposition again. The offer must be so compelling and so irresistible, your prospects can turn it down. And through the profit acceleration software I showed you, through those questionnaires, we're able to arrive at that. We'll be able to arrive at that for you. Because of the saturation of marketing messages these days, it will take multiple touch points before your prospects will buy what you sell. Today, it takes anywhere from 20 to more than 100 touch points before a prospect makes their buying decision. You see, because of the demand for repetition, the human mind likes repetition. And computer use makes us to procrastinate. So you have to overcome those two issues. Following the conversion equation reduces the touch points to somewhere between 5 to 12 points of contact. And most businesses don't follow up with their prospects at all. And so this provides a huge window of opportunity for any business to position themselves as the dominant force in their industry. So you need to be able to find a way to get the prospects to give you the information in order to start the 5 to 12 touch points. The offer is the information you provide that compels the prospect to contact you. For most businesses, the only offer is their phone number on their website and written communication, such as business card, and that doesn't compel anyone. Okay, we have a tool that helps to evaluate any form of marketing. It's called the conversion evaluator, and it measures the 4 areas of the conversion equation as well as an overall look of your marketing. Your marketing must score at least 3.0 out of 5.0 to be successful. That is to make you money. This is one of the first things we will do for you, for your business through the profit acceleration software, through the various questions, through the questionnaire that specifically relates to that. If you notice, there's a part that talks about a compelling, a market dominating position. So that will help us to arrive at that for you. Let's look at the buyer's journey. The buyer is looking for information. There are three kinds of buyer. There's the future buyer that is looking for the benefits of ownership. Why should I buy? There's the soon-to-be buyer, the objections to ownership. They're just procrastinating. Why shouldn't I buy? And then there's the now buyer. That makes up just 1% of all the prospects. And though that one is looking for vendor selection, but everybody is busy looking out for this 1%, and they neglect this 99%. So any business that is able to understand that and tap into this is what is the one that's going to to dominate the industry. So what's the offer? For example, this is a financial analyst website. There's nothing here that tells me that would make me want to give him the contact. It just says contact us, and it gives me the phone number. But there's nothing here that compels me to provide that information or to call. Same thing if you look at the chiropractor, this particular one, the only offer is the website. And you notice that if you go to most websites, they don't, most of the time, they don't give you something that is unique, So people just look for prices and all kinds of other things because there's nothing compelling. The key to success is to renovate your business in order to produce value and create a unique, compelling position regardless of the competition, like I said, in the social media. Okay, so each one of those organizations has produced a unique, compelling position regardless of every other person that is there. In fact, many businesses have values no one knows about. We will help you to figure it out. Let's look at an actual example. This is a child psychologist website. See, this is the website that he has, which looks like any other child psychologist. Okay, and he specializes in various areas. The first one here is emotionally disturbed kids. These are kids that are so difficult to handle. Sometimes they threaten their parents. The poor parents don't know what to do. Okay, but then there's no way to know here that he knows anything about this because anybody can put up this kind of website. Okay. So notice, like I said, he has several values, but because of his presentation, his website is not compelling. He has 9 areas he specializes in, but there's no way to know his expertise in any of them. For this doctor, the best thing to do is to set up what we call a squeeze page, okay? And he can set up 9 squeeze pages. Okay, let's take a look at what was done for him. So remember what we said, that you must, your headline must address the problem they have. Your subheadline must provide the solution. And if we are looking at emotionally disturbed kids, are you sick and tired of the yelling, screaming, and belligerent attitude of your child? Would you agree with me that that is a bull's eye with regards to the problem? And the next line says, now you can discover the secrets to controlling your child and instantly restore peace and quiet in your home. Is that a solution that these poor parents are looking for and can find and don't have? And we're going to come back to this, but just look at it right now. It says, learn, this is the offer he has. His offer is learn the secrets to gaining and maintaining complete control of your child in less than 60 seconds. Just hold your thoughts concerning that for now. What would you think would be the increase in the business of this doctor? From his leads. He normally has every month he has on the Facebook pay-per-click, ad, and that generates something for him every month. We're not going to look at the ad right now, but let's look at just, the people coming to the website, to this landing page. It brings them here. What would you agree with me that increase would probably be like 50 to 60%? If is there anybody saying agreeing with me? Like 50 to 60%, you think? Okay. Nobody's telling me yes or no. So I assume everybody agrees with me. Okay. So, okay. Okay. The doctor also has a video script, and this is what that script says. As a parent, are you struggling to gain control of your child's attitude and emotions? Is your child yelling and screaming at you while often displaying a belligerent and sometimes threatening tone that no matter what you do or try, you just can't seem to get under control? My name is Dr. John Smith. I help parents like you every day learn the techniques that will solve these frustrating and destructive behavioral patterns once and for all. In fact, let me prove it to you. Enter your first name and email on the box to the right, and I'll send you a series of 60-second techniques that will immediately restore peace and quiet in your home. Okay, remember what his offer was the first time for his original website. Look at the offer now. This is a compelling offer. If you are someone who has this kind of a child and someone is going to give you a 60-second technique and is not asking you to call him, I mean, you probably jump at it. So, and if you don't listen to the video, he has it here again so that he can, increase his the likelihood of people coming on board. So let's just look at the effects. Let's just keep the doctor normally was averaging 300 leads per month. Let's just keep it the same. And for the and he averaged 10%, of people asking about the consultation. I'm not saying they're consulting, but they're just asking about it. And then an average of 3, that is 10% consent to the consultation. And like it happens in his kind of business, he's a professional, he knows his stuff. So once he gets to speak to the parents, of course, they'll come on to him. And for most of the people in that profession who provide value, they are able to convert most of the people that, they are able to get to talk to. So let's just assume that all 3 become patients, because that's what had been happening to him. And that's the typical conversion rate with marketing. So that's why you want quite a lot of leads. You want to be able to increase your leads because the conversion rate is very low. People have very short attention spans. So, but now let's look at this new squeeze page. Let's just leave the leads the same as 300. And to be conservative, let's just say that he doubles what he was doing before, even though we know it's like 50 to 60. But for the sake of the webinar, let's do that. So that 60 requires the offer. And of that, let's keep the full conversion still to 10%. And so that's 6. And then all 6 become patients. That is an average sale value of 800, which is very conservative. Usually it's like 3 times for this kind of a profession, for this profession. And that's 2,400 per month increase. And that is 28,800 annual revenue increase. That's already more than the 10,000 we were talking about. There's more to learn from this example, but let's move on. We'll come back to it later. So let's go to how to build your business fast using joint ventures. Anyone knows anything about joint ventures? If you do, let's see that in chat. If you don't, that's okay. Okay, I can't see anyone saying anything. So joint ventures involves 2 or more businesses that decide to form a partnership to share markets or endorse a specific product or service to their customer base, usually under a revenue share arrangement. But there's some industries in various countries where you can't actually share revenue. But whether you can share revenue or not, joint ventures are very, very powerful in helping you increase your business. The key to creating a successful joint venture is to find a partner or partners who service the exact same type of clients that need or want what you sell. So the first thing we'll do with you is help you determine the kind of clients that need or want what you sell. Okay, let's look at an example. Let's look at the wedding industry that's common in every country. And this is a typical event chain of vendors when someone is getting married. The first thing is that the lady has to say yes. So the jeweler is the first person, the first vendor, because they have to provide the engagement ring. Then comes the wedding planner, because most women now, it's a real big thing and everybody wants to have it done very well. So then comes the place where she's going to have the wedding, the church, the chapel, she has to book it, or the synagogue or hall. Then the reception venue, the wedding dress. Then comes the florist, Florists are a big deal now. And then the wedding cake, you have the printer, you have where they're going to go there. People who use honeymoon planners, the hotel, and all of that. But let's stay with what we have now. Everyone about the florist is perfectly positioned to refer business to the florist because they are ahead. The decision comes to them first, and so they're able to refer. Everyone below the florist is perfectly positioned to receive referrals from them, okay, because they get to take the decision. So let's just stay with me. Let's just assume that the florist can obtain, which I believe would actually happen if this florist is one with a lot of value and and is good in their business, to obtain just one referral each month from just one of the businesses above them, since they don't control it. Okay. And then next, could the florist send just one referral each month to each business below them? To stay in business, they probably will at least have one event a month. If the average sales price for the florist wedding flowers is $3,000, then just a single referral per month produces an annual increase of $36,000. If the average sales price for a wedding cake is also $3,000, and the florist receives a 10% referral fee, then, because they control the referral, then just a single referral per month produces an additional annual increase of $3,600. So if the average sales price for printing is $1,000 and the florist receives a 10% referral fee, then just a single referral per month produces an additional annual increase of $1,200. And you can go on and on and on and on. So add what we have right now, which we've done conservatively up, and the florist is now earning an additional $40,800 in annual revenue. Wow. Okay. I know this JV thing sounds easy, but it's not. You have to properly identify the partners because they have to be operating at the same level of professional etiquette that you are, so you don't get into trouble. You determine the best time and how to approach them so you do not burn through it all. We've talked of compelling offers. What if the florist has the following offer on our website or printed brochure? 5 things every bride should know to avoid disaster on their wedding day. Would you agree with me that this is going to pull in a lot of leads and prospects to this florist because of the value that she's adding? Now, let's go to how to downsell your way to wealth. Downselling is when someone declines your product or service offering and you offer them an alternative at a lower price. The goal is to turn the prospect into a client, so you not only realize some short-term financial benefit, but you gain the opportunity to do business with them in the future. Okay, for example, health clubs. They sell a 1-year gold membership program. If you don't want that, they offer you 90 days health makeover membership. If you don't, some would have, give you a 1-week trial membership. Some may even have let you come in for a try, a try run for a day. They know if they can just get you to come in, the likelihood of your staying with them goes up. A florist too. Let's look at the florist. We'll be looking at the florist. Let's say people go to the florist when there's anniversary or the birthdays, weddings, and all that. Let's say that this guy walks into the florist, is the wedding anniversary, and is looking for flowers for the wife, and the florist sells a dozen roses for $50 and the guy doesn't have $50. But what if she has an alternative for $25 and it's just as romantic? Would you agree with me that the guy would probably just stay in and buy that rather than going around looking, for someone who's going to get him something at a price that may not exist? And if this florist uses that $25 alternative just once a day, knowing the way the finances are, this florist will probably be using this alternative many times in the day, but let's conservatively say once. That would be an additional $8,000 annually. And that's only one possible downsell opportunity. Suppose they had floral array alternatives for weddings, lower priced options for funeral, and so on. Can you see where we're going with that? Now let's look at how to create a revenue producing drip campaign. Okay, like we said, we need 5 to 12 points. So which means that 80% or more than 80% of all sales occur between the 5th and the 12th point of contact between the business and the prospect. So that's where the drip campaign comes in, because once you get the information, you have to produce that contact. Okay, the drip campaign automatically delivers a form of communication to customers or prospects on a predetermined or scheduled basis. It could be once a month, it could be once a week, depending on the industry. Let's look at what someone did. This this guy had they produced, they built sunrooms. Okay, and so what they did to get people to buy in was to create what they called a sunroom idea guide, to tell you about all the benefits of having a sunroom to try and get you in. So they came up with 7 benefits of owning a sunroom, one of which that you have access to the sunlight 365 days a year. The other one was that it increases the value of your home. Okay, so if you want to sell, you'll be able to make more money. And another thing that that they said was that it will bring down your energy cost, And so they had 7. And what they did was that those when they sent this out, of course, they had some people who came in as customers. So those who did not come in, they started to send a large, this was in printed extra large postcard. You can also do this by email. And then once a month, they sent one with one of the benefits. So with that, they were able to get new customers. Every month, some new customers came in because of the repetition, because everything was already in the idea guide. So they're not introducing something that is new. They're reinforcing what they already put in. So that was how they were able to get in a lot of customers, which they wouldn't have had if it was just, the one thing that they did. So now let's go back to the doctor and use this advertising formula to bring the effect of a drip campaign into focus. Okay, we said an average of 300 leads per month with a 60, requesting the offer, and 6 of that would consent. And the average sales value, 800, would say that would bring an annual revenue increase of 28,800. But let's look at it in terms of having a drip campaign, with 300 leads, 60 opt-in for free information offer. And out of that, 6 became clients. So this means that 54 qualified prospects that are interested, that are, would buy at some point in time if you continue to touch base with them. They did not engage his services yet. So the thing is to engage them so that they can come on board. So those 54 prospects go into our drip campaign. Okay. And let's assume that this number produces just 2 additional clients. Of course, it will produce more because you know what is giving them 60-second tips to solve their problems. So you know that, and if they keep on receiving those tips every month, many will come on board. But let's conservatively say 2. This is what happens. So the first month he has his 54. Then after that, this first 54 goes to 52, a new 54 comes, then 50, 52, 54. And this is what happens in the course of the year. With 3,600 prospects, 312 at the end of the first year, the squeeze page generated an additional 72 clients in 12 months. That's 6 times 12. Okay. But the drip campaign produced 156 new clients that would have never converted without it. Okay. So by month 12 of year 1, the doctor is generating 30 new patients every month. Is this a number this doctor can handle logistically? It will come to a point where he can't really effectively take any more. And at that point, he can stop his ads and then let his drip campaign continue to give him new patients systematically for as long as he continues to provide value to this, to the prospects. So now let's go to more transactions. So let's look at how to upsell and cross-sell and make big profits. Upselling means offering a higher grade or quality or size of the item that the customer may be interested in at the point when the customer is ready to buy. Cross-selling means offering other products or services which complement the item the customer is interested in at the point when the customer is ready to buy. Let's look at a practical example. When you go into McDonald's and the young guy behind the counter offers you a supersized meal, that's upselling. And when after you buy that, the guy again says, how about an apple pie? That's cross-selling. And that's how the fast food companies have been able to handle things. And which is why you have McDonald's, you have so many, you have Wendy's and all of them, but yet each person is able to make a lot of profit because they use this upsell cross-sell. And research shows that 34% of prospects will buy additional products or services at the time of their original purchase if they're asked to do so. So when we sit down with you, we look at your industry and what you can upsell and downsell and cross-sell. Let's look at a mechanic workshop. Okay, this particular mechanic workshop, they have this annual program. Okay, for mechanics, most people come in for oil change. Okay, but that isn't where they make their money. They make their money from repair jobs, transmissions, brakes, brake job. Those are the things that bring them all their money. But then they have to get themselves in front of the customer for the customer to be able to see the value that they bring with regards to those things. So what they did was to come up with an offer. We give you half a price for oil change. So that will bring people in. And then they had all the various things that they could do if they remove your tires. They had them each one listed as a free offer. But you can slice and dice any one of these. And once they take out your tires once, they can do all the others. They don't have to do anything else. So once they take off the tires and do the first thing, and they check on the next one, there's a problem, that's all that will be coming as money. So because all these are checks, they will help you check for things. Okay. And once they see, and there will always be something that is wrong. So, and then let's look at a dentist. A dentist offers basic dental services like exams and teeth cleaning, but that's not where they make their money. The vast majority of their revenue comes from cosmetic services, root canals, crowns, fillings, and braces. But what might convince someone to leave their dentists? Okay, there's a statistics that we may want to consider. 85% of the population have medical insurance, and only 50% have dental insurance. And among those without dental insurance, 44% said that was the main reason they didn't visit the dentist. See an opportunity here if you're a dentist? What do you think might happen if a dentist specifically targeted families without dental insurance and offered them virtually the exact same services as those with dental insurance, but without paying the expensive monthly premium? And they say, no problem. The dentist, by offering a routine exam and cleaning for $25, which is the normal copay with insurance, covers their cost for the treatment. But then they now have the customers that they can now upsell all additional services and that they need, such as fillings, crowns, dentures, braces, and etc. Everything that they discover while doing the routine exam. Just like the oil change shop, when they remove the tire, then they can, sell you everything. Okay, a restaurant, did the same thing. They instructed staff to bring an appetizer or wine cart to each table before the patrons order and offer free individual samples to increase sales of both offerings. They repeated the same thing at the end of each patron's meal by bringing the dessert cart around and give a free sample of each dessert to everyone at the table as a way to entice patrons to order desserts. The taste and reciprocity instantly doubled their appetizer, wine, and dessert sales. And the restaurant dramatically increased its total order revenue by implementing an initial order upsell strategy with the waitstaff. They trained the staff to describe the most expensive entrees on the menu and give the patrons their personal recommendation. Okay, but most patrons go with the staff's recommendation, and these easily increase total revenue by 10% to 15%. Okay. And so now let's look to how to expand your products and increase customer revenue. Many companies, may not have extra products. We'll go through with you and see if there are additional products in your system that you have not been able to identify. And we can add that, to your list of products. Because once you have established value with your customer, if you give them additional products and services, they will be ready to buy more from you. That's the way to increase transactions. Okay, let's look at a landscaper. A landscaper, in their case, all they do is the landscaping, and they don't have additional services to offer. But then they have their customers may want tree trimming, decking, fencing, sprinkling, all these things. So there's a way in which they can expand their products and services, through joint ventures. The landscaper could easily negotiate a 10%, so long as we're not looking for anything too high. Even sometimes it may be as low as 5%, but that's additional money coming in without you doing anything. Even if it is 1%, you are not doing anything, but money is coming to you. They can negotiate this affiliate fee from each of these providers and double their annual revenue. All they need to do is look for people who provide these services at the same level of expertise that they do, you see, so that their customers are satisfied and there is no problem. Okay, so now in my own case, I can tell you about myself and give you an example of some of the things that we do. Like for us, we have our e-learning system. I'm going to show you in a few moments. We have health tune-ups. These are some of the services that we provide. A weekly strategic marketing webinars, weekly application workshop, weekly Ask the Expert call, monthly mastermind, monthly lunch and learn, and that's after COVID. And page 1 on Google listing, we can do that for you. But then it depends on the level of membership. So let me show you an example looking at our e-learning system. Okay, where is my website? Okay, so I'm going to, so I can go out. Okay, so let me take you to my website. Okay, when you get to the e-learning, once you come on board, you have, you'll become a member, and then you'd have access. Okay, so and then it gives you a tour. You can always get a tour. If you click on that, it will give you a tour. But then I want to show you some things. Okay, so these are the things that are available to everyone who is a member. Even if it's just at the membership level, you have all these resources available to you. Okay, and I say crushing. So you can, this one gives you, every week, we'll send you something to help you in creating competition crushing marketing. We'll give you information. It's like you are in a virtual MBA, okay? And with the virtual MBA, you get all kinds of information, okay? We can give you all this, to help you. Internet marketing, downselling, drip campaign. So you have all that information. It's available to everybody, regardless of the level at which you come on board. And then other things come on based on the level at which you come in. Okay. So now let's look at how to stop discounting madness by offering additional value through bundling. Bundling is simply the process of grouping together certain products to create packages, which are then sold to clients. I told you about increasing and expanding your number of services or products. Then you bundle it together, and that throws price, out of the window. So once you provide all that value, it can't be compared to your competition. So your customer is compelled to look at you only and look at the value that you provide, and then come, without considering the price. So customers today shop value, not price, because people don't have a lot of money. So, but unfortunately, small businesses are lousy at conveying their value proposition. You have to put yourself in the customer's shoe, because all of us today are shopping value. Okay. we're not really shopping price unless we can't find any value, then we go to the price. But we don't want to spend the money on the same thing like 5 times. Therefore, when we don't convey our value proposition and the customers can't see any value, price becomes the only value proposition left to consumers. The real key to success in marketing is to offer more value than your competition. Prospects will pay twice the price if they believe they're receiving 4 times more value. Unfortunately, businesses, in a vain attempt to increase their value, begin to offer discounts, and that often destroys their margin. Do you know if some businesses discount their price by a mere 10%, they now have to sell 50% more just to break even? For example, if you sell a widget for $100 and you have a 30% profit margin, you make $30 for every widget you sell. That means your cost basis for that widget is $70. If you discount that widget 10% and sell it for $90 instead of $100, your cost basis is still $70. It doesn't change. Now you're only making $20 in profit instead of $30. For this business to make $1,000 in profit selling their widgets at $100 each, they would need to sell 33.3 widgets. But by discounting their price 10%, now they need to sell 50 widgets. They now have to sell 50% more widgets to get back to their original profit margin. But consider this. When was the last time you saw a business offer a measly 10% discount? Most of the time they offer 20% to 40% discounts, and then they scratch their heads wondering why they're going broke. And to add even more bad news on top of this already bleak scenario, did you know that the latest research shows that discounting doesn't actually impact a prospect's buying decision unless that discount is for 40% or more? The closely guarded secret that successful businesses don't want you to know is this: stop discounting. Innovate your business so you offer more value than your competition, even if that means increasing your price, because now you can bundle things together of high value. When you discount your price, you lose the full value of every dollar that you discount. Bundling increases the perceived value, so prospects buy more. Consider a home builder or remodeling contractor. They typically contract with certain suppliers that offer them huge volume discounts, especially for this electronics. One builder agreed to buy multiple packages of a whole house entertainment and security system, including a 50-inch HD TV, a complete high-quality surround sound system, a complete home security system, including surveillance cameras at all entry points to the home, a complete fire protection and monitoring system. The retail price for this package was $22,800 installed, but the builder acquired them in volume for about $6,500, since installation would not be part of the cost. And since the builder already has the home stripped to the studs, installation can be handled during the actual project by the crew for pennies on the dollar. Now imagine this builder competing with other builders in a moderately priced neighborhood. All the builders in that area offered homes in the $150,000 price range. Our builder offered their home for $156,500, which included the additional $6,500 out-of-pocket expense to the builder. And their home comes standard with a $22,800 home entertainment and full security system for free. Which builder would you buy from? In fact, what if this builder offered that new home for $160,000? Do you really believe that additional $3,500 would prevent anyone from buying this home when they're going to get $22,800 free? And does it still look like a much better deal than the $150,000 home without the system? If the additional $3,500 increase did make a difference due to loan qualification standards for certain prospects, the builder always has the option of reducing the price back to $156,500 for those particular prospects. And they could even maintain the original price of $150,000 and lower their profit margin on each home sold, for some certain people. Okay. This would allow them to possibly double their normal sales volume and to be able to attract different kinds of prospects and practically double their overall profit every year. After all, they're still making around a 30% profit at $150,000. A home remodeler could use the same type of positioning for every remodeling job that they bid on. Starting to see the potential here for various industries. Okay, this is what they used. They had all these things to attract the different kind of prospect. Okay, so now we come to how to cut costs and unnecessary expenses. There are two major ways to increase your overall profitability: increase revenue or decrease your cost of doing business. Simply raise your price. Most small businesses haven't raised their price ever. They're scared to death that any price increase, no matter how small, will lead to a mass exodus of all their customers. Meanwhile, big companies make you pay a little by little by little. They don't put in all the increase at once because they do their research, to see what you can handle at any point in time. But the small businesses are the ones being squeezed out. So let's say you sell a widget for $100 and decide to increase that price 10% to $110. Will that small increase really lead to a loss of customers if you've been giving them value? You know, a few would leave, but they're most likely your biggest price shoppers that show no your loyalty or patronage to your business. Okay. But even though there will be some customer attrition, to what extent? The business is now making an additional $10, all of which is profit. That's a 33% profit increase. For this business to make $1,000 in profit selling their widgets at $100 each, they would need to sell 33.3 widgets. But by increasing their price 10%, they only need to sell 25 widgets. That means that just to break even, this business would have to lose 25% of its customers over a measly 10% price increase, which is most likely not going to happen unless they haven't been providing value. Of course, we err on the side of caution and we test the increase on a small scale to gauge the reaction. Even if the increase is only 1% or less than 1%, that's still profit. It's total profit for you. So it's not necessary for it to have a huge increase. It may just be a little increase, just as we see the big organizations do to us. There simply is no faster or easier way to generate additional revenue. So the option 2 is to decrease your cost of doing business. One of the best ways to do this is to cut your labor cost. Salary, benefits, social security, taxes, unemployment insurance, workers' compensation really add up. You must have the labor you need to operate your business, especially as these other strategies we've looked at begin to create exponential growth for your business. Instead of hiring a new personnel, consider offering an internship. Go to your local junior college or university and offer an internship for the semester or the year to those seeking degrees or experience in a similar field or area of expertise as your business. And everybody needs a business administration person. Okay, the schools love internships since it acts as a value add to their educational offering. It provides real world experience. The kids love it for several reasons. It gets them out of the classroom. They do obtain real world experience. That experience looks great on their resume and gives them a jump start on their peers when they graduate. And the company providing the internship often hires them upon graduating because they're already trained and experienced in their processes, and they didn't have to pay for that. So they don't, why not hire them? The employer loves them for obvious reasons. They don't have to pay the kids a salary. The kids instead receive college credit hours. Internships can save small business owners tens of thousands of dollars each year. And if you remember when you were in college, you remember that big businesses were offering internship. They knew what they were doing. They were using that to reduce their cost and the cost of looking for new staff and all that, and the cost of training. All that's left is to add up the additional revenue we have just found for your business. Okay, this is what we'll do, with the profit acceleration software. It would add it up for us, what we have from, advertising, joint ventures, downsell, drip campaign, upsell, downsells, expand offering, bundling, and internship. And then we add up all that additional revenue, and that would add up to quite a lot of money. Okay, this revenue isn't a one-time increase. This is revenue you will generate year after year after year, as long as you diligently execute the strategies. I will be there with you all the way. We will use the profit acceleration software to calculate the effect of these 8 strategies. And we can come up with various scenarios of probability of occurrence to determine the best approach for your individual business. Okay, so we saw the profit acceleration software. So with just some small increases, we didn't really, like we said, it's not going to cost you more money. We just did a little bit of tweaking here and there. And, we're able to show you how you would get more revenue. And we were being very conservative. We're using like 10%. So what will your revenue look like when you get 50% plus increases? Okay, when you execute each of these 8 strategies, you've just created a system for your business that will generate a consistent large number of leads, conversions, and sales on an ongoing basis. This systematization of your business creates a self-sustaining model that runs on its own without you having to be there yourself. This is where you start to gain not only economic freedom, but also freedom of time. So if someone builds a website, just one, once they deliver it to a customer, they have to go find a new client. But when you execute these 8 strategies, you always have new orders, JV sending you revenue, upsells, downsells, cross sells, additional affiliate products, higher pricing, lower costs coming all the time. So it's a system that you built that brings more money year in, year out. So how can I help you from here? For each person, there are different ways. There are several membership options. There's the academy membership. That's the one I showed you, the e-learning system, where you can go in. There's some people you can't start at any point. You can start at that and then see that if you feel that you can't do all those things yourself, but you would want them, then you can, change to gold membership or platinum or private membership. But what I always tell people is better to start at the platinum membership or gold membership. I have a prospect that is going to come on board, and we are still looking at it's probably going to be the platinum membership. Okay, so but then we have what we call the private membership. We can't do a lot of this one. These are people who you have to be with all the time, but we can take on a few of those. Okay, so let me take you to the website to show you something. Oh, sorry. Okay, so this is that the way she type? Mute yourself, please. Okay, so let me. Okay, so I want to take you to a place. I just want to show you those membership levels again in a different way. Okay. So because we have it on the website too, so that people can, people who just come in can actually sign up. So like I said, there's the membership, the website, the e-learning membership is $97 per month, or you can pay annually, $9.97. There's a discount if you pay on an annual basis. The gold level membership is $197, for the where's that? Where's my good level? Oh, sorry, $997 per month, and that is $997 per year. Okay, when you come in as a gold member, you get to, for the first few months, we would be having some one-on-one times with you just to give you that foundation to build you up. And then you gradually phase into a once a week, group learning experience where we have the group. So each person will learn off each other. Okay. And you can pay on monthly or annual. Then it comes to the platinum. The platinum is $1997 US dollars per month, and then it's $19,997 per year. With these ones, they get the one-on-one daily, for the first 90 days, so that we can build them up. okay, and then they gradually go on to a more relaxed mode. And then we have the private level, which I said is very few, because for those ones, we'll be with them on a daily basis, you know. So this is, these are the levels. And like I said, you know, you can start at one point and go on. And like I promised, we are going to give everybody the, okay, so the presentation actually has come, we've come to the end. And so what we're going to give everybody who is interested, the profit acceleration software assessment, the initial assessment that we do for everybody. We call it a Jumpstart 12. We're going to look at 12 areas. You know, if you want to do that, please put it in the chat. You know, give me a date when you would like a date and a time, your telephone number, so that we can have the one-on-one Zoom with you. And then we go through your organization. And from that, it will be clear what kind of membership that you need. Some people, if you feel that you are quite strong, you can just be an e-learning person, and then you can do it yourself. The information is there. You can go through the MBA thing. You can always go there and use it as a reference, you know. But for most people, it will either be the platinum or the gold membership that would be appropriate. And we'd always, like we said, we have several things: the health tune-up, weekly strategic marketing webinars, you know, there is weekly application workshop. When we do that 12, the Jumpstart 12, when you now come in, we will do something more intensive called the Deep Dive 40. We're going to look at 40 different areas, you know, to ensure that there are no surprises anywhere. And then we have quarterly reviews just to see where you are at all the time with regards to all the strategies. So please let me know. Where are you in chat? Please let me know what your interest is. If you're interested in the PAS, so that we can structure something for you if you want to sign up at one of the levels right now, you know. And like I said, well, you know, this, I believe, is I don't know anywhere else that has the profit acceleration software. And since you're getting it free, you may want to sign up for that right now and see where that, and then that would help you to see just where you're at in terms of your business, you know, and what you need to do, because it will personalize. Going through all those questionnaires one by one will personalize a strategic approach for you. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask your questions, or you can write in the chat. Hello? Anybody with questions? Or that the profit acceleration software, you know, so that we can start working on things for you, like some of our prospects that are beginning to come on board. Anybody? Don't be shy. Just ask your questions if you want to. And okay. 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 Some people are asking, but you people, you have asked, but you have not provided your information. So how will I know? Please provide your information so I can get back to you.
Yes, can I speak like my own?
Oh, okay.
Yes, like my own is an online platform for information dissemination. So I said I would like the one-on-one webinar with you.
Okay.
You have a total overview of that online platform. Its name is Nigerian Transport Hub.
Okay.
You can see the deficiencies and see what we can do to put it at the proper place. See the prospects, see the stress, see the opportunities, and all those stuff.
Okay, please put in your information, your telephone number, because what we'll do is we'll arrange. Tell me when, give me what time you'll be available, because then I would send you. Give me if you have if you're on WhatsApp, that would be great. So that on WhatsApp we can go back and forth. If you give me your phone number, you can put it in the.
Yes, I'm on WhatsApp. I will drop my WhatsApp number now.
Okay, so drop it in the chat so I can see it. Okay. Anybody else that hello, you are trying to talk? Please unmute yourself so I can hear you, unless you want to write it all into chat. Hello? Somebody was trying to talk. I think the person who spoke initially,
yes.
It's not, have you written it in the chat? Because I can't see it.
I'm writing it. I'm just writing it.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say if it's not showing up, maybe you need to let me, and then give me a time. You can put in a time, you know, when. And who else? Somebody was trying to ask a question. Are you having a problem? If you're having a problem with unmuting, hello? Is there anyone having a problem with unmuting? Okay. Anybody else wants to say what they want to say, or you can write it? Okay. Okay. I just want to let you know that okay, you're still writing. Okay. Anyone else?
I'm hearing you.
Yeah, because I still haven't seen what additional stuff you have written. It's not
okay.
It's not showing up. I'm just looking at the chat to see if I can see anything else from you, your number or something, so I can, or else I'm going to ask you to give it to me now so I can write it down.
Have you seen it?
Okay, says one more message. Yes, I've seen it now. Okay, okay. So, but you didn't say what time. What time is best for you?
Any time that will be convenient for you, we can arrange. If like this time tomorrow, I'm okay.
Okay, so what is going to happen is that I try and reach you by this time tomorrow is what time? After 4.
In Nigeria now, this is quarter after 9 p.m.
Okay, this time, okay, I have another meeting. I have a meeting at 8 tomorrow. This time tomorrow, can you make it because it's after 4? Can we do this, like at least the initial meeting at 9 o'clock your time, which will be 4?
9 o'clock in the evening, 9 p.m.
Yes, your time. That's what you said. This time around this time.
Yes, I'm cool with it. 9 p.m. No problem.
Okay, 9 p.m. tomorrow. I'm going to send you, because I think you have given your email. I will send you a Zoom link so that you can talk. Okay, and I'll also try and reach you by what they call it, WhatsApp.
That's my number. I can do WhatsApp too.
Yes. Okay, so I will do that. Okay. Anybody else has anything else they want to tell us? And okay, I practice what I preach. So I'll be sending, for those of us who are here, you'll get my drip campaign. Okay.
It's okay.
You'll get my drip campaign, Those who don't sign up now, you'll get my drip campaign. So don't. Okay. So thank you, everybody. And I'm going to go through the chat and reach out back to the people who have responded. And you can, I guess a lot of people have my email because I've sent you emails. So
yeah.
Don't wait until my drip campaign, just get back to me, when you, and let us start something with you as soon as possible, because everybody needs to, expand. And don't, Don't, because, and we're also able to work out some things with you with regards
It's
to
okay.
pricing and all. So just get in touch with us. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you too.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Okay, I think everybody's gone. If yes, okay. Am I the only one still left? Okay. There's still one person. I have Abiola Oduwole here. Are you there? Hello? Hello? Okay, I'm going to call you on the phone now.